Cheat Meal Monday, and today's cheat meal is a very unusual one for me. I was gifted some salted ham. Now this is ham that was preserved by sugar and salt. It was not refrigerated, and it comes from the South. Can this northern girl make some salted ham? I'm going to add a little bit of my Mennonite twist to it. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy my recipe. And what am I doing the rest of the day? What kind of chores am I working on today? So stay tuned. You find me in my outdoor pantry. This is my pantry, that is my out porch. And today we're going to get some potatoes to make a very special meal. This is something that I've never made before, at least part of it, and you'll understand in just a moment. So let me get some potatoes here. My potato bin is really getting low. It's springtime, and so my potatoes from my harvest of last fall, it's down to only about 5 pounds of potatoes that are left. We're sure we're eating a lot of potatoes this winter. So I'm going to go ahead and get some potatoes, and then I'll meet you in the kitchen. So these potatoes were in the bottom of the potato bin. And so what we got to do is we got to really clean these. Now you're going to see a couple eyes, so I just take the eyes off of them. These are what I had from last year, and this is the very end of them. Now these little potatoes are going to be perfect for this dish because the little potatoes have so much flavor. They don't have quite as much starch, but they have a lot more flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash these. Now some people would use a vegetable scrubber. I just use my hands. I get it really clean with using my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and wash the rest of these, and then we're going to make our meal. Our meal is using some country salted ham, and I'll show you what that looks like, and I'll show you how we're going to make it. So today we're going to make ham and green beans. This ham came from my friend Ada Dreamweaver, and her husband's channel name is Ridge Runner. And she said, have you ever had salted ham? So this is non-refrigerated, but I did put it in the refrigerator because I have no idea what country ham is like. So it's preserved by being salted, and so this is what it looks like. It smells amazing. So it's smoked ham, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this in the crock pot along with some potatoes and some of my green beans. It's the country ham. So we're going to put the ham in the bottom of the crock pot, and we're going to add my garden green beans from last year. Now these were frozen. I still had a couple frozen ones. What I do every year is in the garden, I will harvest my vegetables, and some of them I will can, some of them I will freeze. Go ahead, and we're going to use my garden potatoes. Now I'm only going to slice the big ones. I will do it in quarters and the small ones in halves. And you leave the skin on if you can. The skin is where the nutrients are in. Now I'm not adding any liquid because the green beans were frozen, and so there is quite a bit of liquid with them. But if I see that it needs liquid halfway through the cooking, I will go ahead and add maybe a little bit of chicken stock. Now there's a couple pieces of brown here from this one potato, and I'm going to cut that out. Now this is going to be in the crock pot all day. I'm going to have it on low for about 8 hours. Because I don't need it for lunch. It will be for our main meal, and that's in the evening. And it is 9 a.m. So by supper time it will be ready. Now I am putting a lot of potatoes in here simply because I really want to get these small potatoes used up. So there you go. Can't get much easier than that. I've never had the country ham, so I'm really excited to see what the consistency of it is and the texture. So we're going to put it on low, and I'll get back to you in 8 hours. Time for dessert. So we got our canned strawberry pie filling. In the refrigerator until it's time to eat. Put a little whipped cream on it, and now we have a dessert. Well, everything is finished, and take a look. Yum, yum. We got some ham and green beans and potatoes. So let's give it a taste test and see how it tastes. Our homemade bread is in the oven. So, homemade bread, green bean, ham and potatoes, and strawberry pie. Now that's a pretty good meal, if you ask me. Well, after a long day of work, homemade crusty bread and some of our ham and green beans and potatoes. It's just the thing I need. So this ham is something that was very different for me. I never made this kind of ham. The ham that was cured by salt and sugar. It wasn't refrigerated. They also gave me a bag of grits. So I will be making some grits. But I wanted to make this today. It is so good. It reminds me back in the days when the pioneers would eat. That's how they preserved their meat. While it's probably not my favorite way of having ham, because it is really salty, I really do enjoy it, and it is very good. I'm just from the north, and in the north they don't eat food quite like this, but it is amazing. Some of my homemade bread is old-fashioned kind of cooking and an old-fashioned way of life. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. So I don't get to go to Aldi too often because it's not that close to me, but I want to share with you what I got for $15. And the $15 is what I used for groceries last week. So I got some light cream, also I got some sour cream, and some things to go with some of the food that I have. Like the stir fry I'm going to add chicken to that. And I always like to have a cup of orange juice every morning with a bagel. So I got cream cheese. I needed some carrots, just a few things. Aldi has some really good deals, but you have to really be careful how you shop now compared to how it was before. They have a lot of more mainstream food than what they used to, but I was really glad to be able to go there. Their sour creams and dairy products are the cheapest I can find anywhere. So I hope you enjoyed this little food haul that I did today. So I went back to the grocery store and they still had the leftover strawberries for 99 cents a pound. So I got what they had and I decided to make some more strawberry pie filling. It actually was such a hit with our family. So if you haven't tried the recipe, I would really suggest you give it a try. It tastes just like it's freshly made and it's canned. You can't even tell that it's canned. This is one of my favorite recipes I've tried. Taking a moment break just to get the rest of this strawberry pie filling out of the canner, and then I have 3 more quarts. So this time I canned it in quarts, and now I think I'm done. They had the last of the strawberries for $1 a pound, and guess what? I didn't realize until I got the box of them, they claim they're organic from California. Now whether or not they're truly organic, I don't know, but they claim they're USDA and they're organic, and they also have the description of where they came from and a website to register to look at them to, I guess, verify they are organic. So let's just hope they are, because that is a really plus. Alrighty, everybody. So we're reading from Fanny's diary. We're going to go back just a couple days because I missed these days. So May 23rd, 1943, Fanny just wrote, "I planted tomatoes today." On May 24th, she writes, "Made fresh strawberry ice cream." Doesn't that sound good? Today, she writes, "Today I waxed the linoleum floor, and Daddy planted some more corn." It seems like Fanny is busy like we are this time of year.